teaching composite functions. Okay. What is a composite function? A composite function has at least two functions. One of those functions output is the other function's input. So in this case, g of x is the input of f of x. So if I input 2 into g of x, we get an output of 8. Because g of x is the input of f of x, 8 is the input of f of x. So the output is 25. The output of is 25. Output of f of g of x is 25. So how we used two functions. We use two functions and we want an input, one input. So we get the output from one function instead of two. So to do this, we have to replace g of x, this. So like that. So if we input 2, we still don't get this without using this. We have to use this function. So we need to input this for f of x. For f. So yeah. Okay. So x 3 2 x plus 4 plus 1 equals, if we input now, we input 2, we get directly 25. As well, this also can be represented, f of g of x can be represented as this. So that's the basics of composite functions. So let's do a word problem. HM charges $8 for every class you attend. You attend 2 classes per week. Write a composite function that gives you the cost of attending classes for W weeks. Then find the cost for 3 weeks. So the first function we see is the cost per class. So we can write that as this. Oh my god. F of x then x. Next function is classes per week. Classes per week. So g of x equals 2w. So to write a composite function that gives the rate of composite function gives the cost of attending classes for W weeks. We need for this to be the input weeks, so we can find the classes, so we can find the cost. So okay, so I guess WW. So so 10 the cost per class, and 2 weeks, two classes per week. So now in this case we have the weeks, and that input give us the cost $60. So we have the weeks, and then we get classes per week, then get the cost. Net cost is 60. Okay. So next word problem. James has a coupon that gives him 25% off on his tomatoes. He also has a second coupon that gives him 50% off on the same product. Write a composite function that gives the cost of James' tomatoes after applying all the tomatoes cost $80. Um, so so the first function is how the uh, uh, James's cost of tomatoes after applying the first function, the first coupon. So, oh yeah, that wouldn't work because is that would give you the how much he saved, like uh so we need the first bit. Okay, it should be C. So then you're using this to um find James's um James's cost, Dick James's um how much he will pay after applying the first coupon. Okay. Oh, yeah. 7. The second function do the same thing. The same second coupon. Second coupon, and that would be okay. So to write a composite function that gives the cost of James's tomatoes after applying all the coupons, um, you can write it like this. Yeah. Okay. Here it's okay. Right. Okay. So to write so 0.75 times 0.5x. So this is the the, the composite function of the cost. Just applying all the coupons. Then find okay, and then here we input the cost of the tomatoes without any coupons, and with the coupons it comes to this. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, to me, um, and okay, that's cost of with applying all the coupons. This is this has been this is composite functions.